Hey T fans, Monk here. Well, it has been raining all morning here in the Green Mountain state of Vermont, but you know what, I have no complaints because the weather has been absolutely gorgeous. It's been clear, it's been cool, no bugs, it's been phenomenal. I had a night off the trail last night. My good friend Tom Moody picked me up off the trail and fed me dinner, cooked me breakfast. It's like I can pick up a lot of moms here on the trail, and you know what? I need it and I love it. It's been, like I said, did I say it was raining all morning? It's been raining all morning, but for the very first time all day, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday, July 23rd, which is a kind of special date in my life because that was the date I was commissioned a second lieutenant in the United States Army, and one of kind of the more prouder moments of my life. And anyhow, so the sun has come out, so it must mean it's time for Monk TV. So we are now, we are actually at the Lookout, which is it's an unofficial cabin here, and it's got incredible panoramic views of the Green Mountains of Vermont. And Monk's feeling pretty proud of himself because I got this whole height thing, and I've been kind of working on it as one of my core fears it's kind of been necessary. And there's this unbelievably steep stairs to come up here, and it didn't even bother me. So I'm like, yeah, you go, Monk. So we're in pretty good shape. I want to say that I got a lot of texts and messages from people who were concerned when I shared my message about hitting the thru hiker wall, which I didn't know was a thing until it happened. And I just want to say, for one, thank you, and thank you for all your comments throughout this journey. I can never overstate just what it means to me. In fact, in my last post, I had someone say, "Hey, hi from Alaska," and someone said, "Hi from the peach state of Georgia, where I started my journey." And people that I don't even know, but I feel a connection with, and how much it means to me. So for the people that have reached out and were concerned about, kind of the Monk. I just want to say that I was really sharing that just because I made a commitment before they started this trek that I just wanted to share everything I could, the significant things kind of as they happened. And I also want to reassure you, there was never any doubt whether or not I was going to finish this trail. It was just simply a moment where it didn't feel like I could finish the trail. Like I just couldn't walk another step. And yet I had to walk 17 miles to get to Manchester Center, and just knew I needed a good night's sleep and to get recalibrated, and I did. So I'm also asked in terms of the pace at which I'm embarking on in this trek, and there's kind of a number of things that go into it, and one thing that actually really helped me is when I did the calculation, I realized that I'm averaging, I've just hiked over 1,700 miles. This is mile 1,721 in over 3 months since I left Amicalola Falls in Georgia on April 15th. And I'm averaging 19 and a half miles a day. And that's taking out the 9 days that I was away. I think it's under 17 otherwise, but I gotta say, hey, that was pretty good. So I got to give myself a break. I'm 57 years old. My goal was to do this trail in less than 4.5 months. That's what I promised. That's what I promised my wife. And when it comes to that, there's two things that really drive me in terms of the pace I have, which is, for me, it works. I came here to hike the trail. I didn't come here to spend time in trail towns or to, find new friends. Or it's been great meeting people, but I just came here to hike. So I get up usually at 5 o'clock in the morning. I wake up, I'm on the trail, I start hiking. And then when it comes 4 o'clock and I've done 20 plus miles and I know I should probably stop, I'm like, there's 5 hours before what they call hiker midnight is when it gets dark. I'm like, I keep hiking. But my primary driver and motivation is my family, our 3 daughters, Taylor, Grace, and Allie, but most of all, my wife, Raquel. And, I hear from people that I'm an inspiration to them, which, is very humbling and somewhat surprising, but I'm very grateful, to hear that. But my inspiration yeah, is Raquel. She's a supernova, and for those who know her, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm so lucky to have her in my life. And for me, the end goal isn't Katahdin. You know, the end goal is to be reunited with her. And so every step I take brings me closer to her. And that's why I don't like to take off days, because then I'm just standing still. And my worst fear is going south, the wrong direction. That's my worst nightmare. And everything's focused on coming back to, coming back to her. So it looks like the sky is darkening a little bit there, if you can see. So it looks like it's going to rain again. So we're going to wrap up this episode of Monk TV. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get hiking, because in another 3.5 weeks or so, I've got a date with my wife on Mount Katahdin. Monk out.